Good day, everyone. How are you all? Yeah, right now we still, all of us actually mostly are being quarantined. All right, quarantined at home. The cases right now is still in the high side. So everyone, please stay safe. Now, the most important thing is that when we are working from home or we are locked down at home right now, what are the things that we actually do? So today I'm going to share with you 5 of the things that usually what I will do when it comes to this working from home and also lockdown at home. All right, let's dive. Now, the first thing that I will do is to enhance my knowledge. So at this moment of time, if you go and scroll down with Facebook, all right, you in fact can find a lot of this preview of sales techniques, talking about stock trading, some of the other educational things that you can look for. I mean, of course, some of it is actually a preview, and then some of it is actually pretty quite good. Recently, I just attended one of the preview about a certified professional trainer. That was so good. I mean, the information, even though it's just brief, okay, briefly going through on the topics, but personally, I find it very useful. All right, because it's very crisp and structured. Okay, so I would encourage all of you, okay, to go and look through, okay, look through in Facebook, maybe on the internet, what are the few of the previews, because currently the whole world going through this pandemic, and most of the time all this training they go through online. Okay, so some of the popular one would be like Anthony Robbins. They can't actually hold their seminars in the big scale, but they actually can go in the bigger scale. That will be in the online. All right, and the price is actually, if you are okay to pay the price to invest into that, it's actually pretty reasonable price for online. And then at the comfort of your own home, you can jot down notes and all this. Okay, now second things that I will do is that actually pick up a habit of reading. All right, okay, this is just a sample of a reading that I'm going to have. Okay, now it's the 80-20 principle. Now this is actually very awesome part of it. Most of the times, right, we actually do on the things that we actually complain and all this stuff. Like for example, we want to embark something on our businesses, or maybe embark into something new for us. We always have that kind of a situation whereby we think that, okay, we need to plan so much and all this thing, but somehow or rather the efficiency is not there. So the most important things for this one, that what I learned is that you in fact have that 20% of effort to get 80% of result. How did that actually be? How did that actually possible? That's a question that you may ask. Okay. Now, in my series of trainings to all my advisors, most of the time that I always tell them that you need to be very clear of where you want to go, and from there, when you're able to plan with the 20%, okay, with the 20% of effort and time you actually put it in, seriously put it in to put into action, all right, the 80% actually will come out. Okay, but usually what people do is that they always have that complain much more, okay, complain much more in the 80%, and then they get only their 20% of result. That would be pathetic, right? Okay, so I'm not going to kill the mood of it. All right, any one of you, okay, if you can, go to ebooks and everywhere, right, to actually look into this book and then look into it. But of course, this book is not thin, huh? It's pretty thick. Okay, all right. Okay, now this is the second things that I will do. All right, to pick up some readings. Some of you, like me, picking up a book's actually not an easy task for me, in fact. But of course, it depends on the topics. But most of the time, I will read articles from online. Okay, articles, some ideas online. Because right now, online is, I mean, it's full of information that we actually can learn from. Okay, so these are one of the ways for us to pick up some hobbies. Okay. Now, the third things that I do, some things that I really like to do is singing. All right. Now, for the past 2 weeks, I've been going through some vocal training by myself. Okay, Okay, all right. So I didn't go for any formal vocal training. It's just for the hobby. So from there, I start to find my own voice, and also belting up my vocal range, and also having enjoying my way on singing part. Okay, so that's one of the things that you can actually pick up during this EMCO time, right? To pick up some hobbies, to improvise. Okay, all right, things that you like to do. All right, okay, so I have these three things that I'm looking through. All right, and of course you all think that, hey Bernard, you also talk about three things only, right? Any other things that you look for? Okay, now here we also talk about remember the last video that I have, we talk about this what we call as exercise. You see me exercise before, right? All right. Now, currently what I do is that I change the way how I do my diet. Okay, I change a little my diet with some other fastings. And the most important thing, what are the things that I do is that I start on plank. Okay, doing plank. To be frank, it's not easy, okay, in the beginning, but of course with determination, all right, and a few couple of tries, it really helped, okay. Because it has been a while that I really exercise. No doubt the first time when I did the first plank, I do have my stomach cramp really bad. Okay, really bad. So no doubt right now I just want to introduce to you these are the things that I do. Okay, I use doTERRA Deep Loop Rub. Okay, it's a soothing muscle rub, which that I quickly rub it into my stomach. All right, and then let it to have a relief. I no doubt I'm promoting. Okay, I just clearly promote to you. This is something that I use, and I can after that what I do is that I do it before I start my plank. All right, and it helps. It will not have that kind of cramp anymore. Okay, because you have to understand that when you do plank, right, all your muscle will be tensed up. Okay, all right. So if you do not always have that kind of stretching, because some people say that you have to do some pre-exercise thing and all the stuff, stretching and all this thing before you do that. Plank is plank, huh? Okay, so straight away I just do it then. So with that, it really helped me a lot. I mean, of course, you can find your other soothing cream for that, like Tiger Balm and all this thing, but I'm not really into that smell. All right, besides to this deep blue rub that I use. So the fifth thing, the last thing that I will do is meditation. Okay, but regardless whether you have religions by your own or you're not, okay, but the most important thing is have a mental health. All right, a mental clarity. Okay, so most of the times, right, when talk about meditation, some of the things that I always do will be affirmation. Of course, my belief is about prayer, and with prayer, of course, we have scriptures, all right, for us to recite, and also, I mean, the affirmation that we have, the assurance that we have from our belief in God. Okay, but for those of you who actually as a free thinker, okay, most important thing is that about your affirmation. So meditation for me is that you find your somehow some people actually say about this we call it as your own me time. Okay, your me time, something like that. Okay, but it could be as short as 5 minutes. That you don't underestimate the short amount of time. Even though with a short time of 1 minute, I did that before. With that 1 minute of just affirmation, or maybe a very short prayer, it really will give you that not to say a boost, but more to that a kind of inner peace that you will have. So when it comes to affirmation, all these things, that you will start to wire up into your brain, and then that is the place whereby you will start to realize you're in the total peace. Okay, and then things will actually working on according to the smoothness and also your attraction of your mindset. Okay, if I can put it into a very layman or a circular way for us to understand. Okay, but of course in the religious way, of course prayer will be one of the way for us to do affirmation and also attraction, like something like what we call as a law of attraction. Okay, so that's what I do, and I find that so soothing, so powerful, and it helps it going. Okay, of course, most importantly, keep us sane. Okay, during this quarantine time. So these are the few things that I do when I in working from home. All right, and also some of the things that I think that is very beneficial for me to share it with all of you guys. All right, so yeah, most important things that I will continue to come out with my videos. I know that it's been a while. Okay, it's been a while. The inspiration needs to come in. Some of my friends are asking me, hey, where are you all your videos? All right, thank you very much all of you for liking it and also subscribe into my this channel, okay, to get all the updates on the new videos that I will have. All right, thank you very much for all your support. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to share with all of you and say that, okay, no matter how it is, right, most important thing is about making the right choice. All right, so that you make your life meaningful and purposeful. All right, till then everyone, I will see you and get back.